We spend our lives building on foundations that can't hold the weight. We build on success, but what happens when you fail? We build on relationships, but what happens when they leave? We build on legacy, but what happens when you're forgotten? We chase happiness, money, love, respect, and we live in quiet terror of losing them. Because deep down, we know we will. So let me ask you the only question that matters. What are you building your life on that cannot be taken from you? Not by the market, not by time, not by betrayal, not even by death. I'm not here to give you a motivational speech. I'm here to walk you through a logic trap, a trap that, if you follow it honestly, leads to the only thing left standing when everything else falls. 1. The unbreakable logic of loss. Let's be brutally honest. Survival is not a purpose. It's a postponement. If the goal is just to not die today, then your life is a countdown to meaninglessness. Money is a tool. It gets left behind. It can vanish overnight. Happiness is a feeling. It comes and goes like the weather. You can't control it. The people you love, your connection is severed at death. And before that, they can change, leave, or hurt you. Your legacy? History is erased. Memories are distorted. Eventually, you are forgotten. This isn't pessimism. This is realism without anesthesia. If everything you use to define yourself can be taken, then you never really owned it in the first place. You were just renting your identity. 2. The illusion of believing in yourself. So we try the modern solution. Just believe in something. Create your own meaning. But think about that. If you can choose your meaning, then it's just an opinion. And opinions can be changed by the next hard day, the next trauma, the next persuasive idea. Reinforcing a belief, even if it feels good, doesn't make it true. Comfort is not a foundation. Self-made meaning is just a story you tell yourself to sleep at night. And one day, that story won't work anymore. We need something that doesn't depend on our mood, our bank account, or our lifespan. 3. The only thing left standing. Narrator. So we strip it all away. Survival, money, happiness, legacy, self-made belief, all gone. What's left? One thing: obedience to a truth outside of yourself. Not rules for the sake of rules, but alignment with a reality so fundamental, so absolute, that it remains true whether you live or die, succeed or fail, are loved or abandoned. For me, that truth is God, and the purpose of life becomes obedience to Him. Why? Because this is the only anchor that doesn't move. It's not about living for tomorrow. It's about living rightly today. You don't lose it if you go bankrupt. You don't lose it if you're betrayed. You don't lose it when you take your last breath. If God exists, this obedience matters forever. If He doesn't, you've still lived a life of integrity and lost nothing in the end. It is, logically, the only risk-free bet with your soul. 4. This is radical freedom. This isn't a life of giving up. It's a life of radical freedom. You are finally free to enjoy things without worshiping them. Free to love people without needing them to complete you. Free to work without making success your God. Free to face loss without your world collapsing. You don't accumulate to fill a void. You don't live for the applause that fades. Your worth is not for sale. Your yes and your no come from a deep, unchanging truth, not from what people might think of you. You are unshakable because your foundation is unshakable. Final call and question. So I'll leave you with the question we started with, but now you have the answer. What are you building your life on that cannot be taken from you? If it can be taken, it's an illusion. And living on an illusion is the most exhausting thing in the world. The alternative is to build on the only thing that remains when the storm takes everything else. It's not easy. It requires everything. But it gives you the one thing we're all searching for, a life that is truly, unbreakably yours. What do you think is the one unbreakable foundation? Let's talk in the comments. And if this made you stop and think, share it with someone who's tired of building on sand.